She's not much for first impressions. Unlike this guy. This guy.
Okay, I hope this lighting works, because if it doesn't, well, I don't have anything better. All right, so I've got Netflix pulled up, got the first episode pulled up. Season 1, Episode 1, The Great Good Place. I'm really excited for this because, for one thing, the director, Mike Flanagan, I think his name is. Anyway, I was really impressed with what he did with Haunting of Hill House, because Mike Flanagan took The Haunting of Hill House and just turned it into this visual storytelling masterpiece that I absolutely loved. And now he's doing the same thing with The Turn of the Screw. The Turn of the Screw, I remember not liking it. I haven't even tried to pick it up since junior high, so I have vague recollections. Very vague. I mean, we're talking this was 1985, 1986. Anyway, Turning of the Screw had a very ambiguous ending, and I remember reading it and, you know, it was like, oh, this is a ghost story, but is it really a ghost story? Is the governess just going crazy? Is she really seeing these things? And what about the two creepy children? Are they ghosts, or are they possessed, or what's going on with the two creepy children? And I honestly don't remember what happened. I just remember going, can't wait to get home and open up Pet Sematary. Yeah. Stephen King. That was, still is. I love reading Stephen King. And so, yes, I found Pet Sematary much more interesting than Turning of the Screw. But I am very excited, again, to see Mike Flanagan's interpretation of this story. I guess I will get started. This thing even straight? I can't tell. Here we go. Oh, headphones. Poofy hair. All right, here we go. Netflix. Hey, so I'm editing this vid and I want to jump in and talk about those opening credits for a sec because there's a lot to unpack. Now, I've only seen the first episode, so I expect that the opening will take on more meaning as I progress through the series, but here are a few things that caught my attention. First, the opening shot is this obscured shot of what I'm guessing is a portrait of Miss Jessel, the children's previous governess, and the first glimpse is given almost as if we, the viewers, are submerged and rising up, which reminds me of the very first shot of this episode where we see a woman's head emerging from the lake for like a split second. I also noticed that some portraits, like Danny's and the children's, they're looking right at the camera, where others are looking down or off into the distance. And Jamie, the gardener, she's looking back at us, but her back is turned. Now, I don't know what this means, but it seems like a very deliberate choice. And then there's Hannah, Mrs. Gross. First, her eyes are closed. She's the only one with her eyes closed. And she's praying. The wedding ring she's wearing practically glows. And out of all the portraits, her frame is oval-shaped. This sets her apart. I am very curious to figure out why. And then there's Henry. Oh my gosh. I get the impression that something is very wrong with him because of how the banister cuts across his portrait like a black barrier. And finally, the gallery. Miss Jessel is top center with mysterious parapet ghost guy and Henry on either side, and they are framed by the children who are now in separate portraits. Check out how the two men are angled toward Miss Jessel as though she is the focus of their attention. And then on the bottom we have Mrs. Gross and Danny with these huge extravagant frames in comparison to the others. They are framed by Chef Owen and gardener Jamie, and again, look at how Jamie is the only one showing us her back. Now, does this mean anything? I have no idea. I have a few suspicions, but nothing I'm willing to come out and say, hey, I know exactly what this means. And if you've already watched the show through, you probably know what all the symbolism means. I don't think I'm going to read the comments right away so I can avoid spoilers, but I will eventually, and I would like to know what you think about the symbolism in the opening credits, so let me know. Sorry for the interruption, back to the video.
Singing, O Willow Waly. Till my lover return to me.
Okay, a lot of water and reflections happening there.
No idea what you are letting yourselves in for.
Well, hello there.
Oh, here's a horrifying statistic. Did you know that almost half of marriages these days do not end up in divorce? That means there's a strong probability that you two get to watch each other die. And that's
There's a cheery thought.
To truly love another person is to accept that the work of loving them is worth the pain of losing them. And that's it. That's all.
So is she his ex-wife?
They kept telling us to look out for Seamus, the stable boy.
Oh, Seamus.
They said his head was crushed in from where a horse had kicked him.
Ghost stories are worse when there's a kid.
Adds a little something, doesn't it?
The child gives the effect. Another turn of the screw. What do you say to 2?
London, 1987. So we've got a story within a story.
A great good place. Alone in the country.
Great, good place. Oh, gall. What was that? Okay, something's going on with reflections.
Been in England long?
About 6 months.
6 months during
Oh,
which time...
it's Henry Thomas.
Well, I've fallen quite in love with London.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Seems odd to me, too. The listing, I mean. A full-time position in a beautiful country manor to 2 exceptional children. But I saw your ad 6 months ago, when I first arrived in London, and I have seen it every month since. Seems to me an easy position to fill.
What's your catch?
At least as you've described. So I suppose you're right. What is the catch? That really is the question.
Yes, indeed.
So, you can tell me now, right? I'm honestly so curious.
About what?
The catch.
Yeah, the catch. Let's hear it.
Come on.
Well, imagination, I suppose. No one wants the job.
Oh, come on. No one?
We did find someone for a while, last summer. A promising young woman. The children liked her. And then she... Well, I suppose she died.
You
It was
suppose.
her own fault, to be blunt. Her choice to be blunter. But she died on the grounds, and people are superstitious, especially in the country. So now it's a story. These small children in that huge house with their dead parents, now their dead governess.
Then I noticed the position was full-time, live-in, and then it clicked. They've lost someone. Now, I understand that. I know what loss is.
Do tell.
I'm gonna be in England a while longer.
The mirrors are
Quite a
all
while,
covered.
actually. No, I know. I know it's longer than I said, but I got a job. I'm not running from anything.
That was convincing.
It hurts me when you say that. You know it hurts me when you say that. I'll call you when I have the number. I love you, Mom.
Ah! Okay. Who is that guy? That's me.
Now, what's that?
Oh, this. Just a silly thing, really. Just a moment.
What a gorgeous lake.
Oh, you mustn't. It really is just a smelly old pond. And do you know there are leeches in there? Whole little things like vampire slugs. And they're
Vampire
nasty
slugs.
Who needs that old pile anyway?
Huh.
There's so much else, so much... Miles! She's here! She's here! And she's even prettier than I imagined. This is her!
Hi, Miles.
So pleased to meet you, my lady.
Oh, well, what a gentleman. And this must be Mrs. Gross. Hi.
Is that a well? That it is a well? I'm not fond of wells. Not since I saw The Ring. Or Ringu.
And it yawned open to welcome her home.
Nice devouring imagery there.
Which means they're painted by hand. And they're perfectly splendid.
Oh, she's adorable.
These are the lovely stairs. But you mustn't run on them. If you fall, you can injure yourself.
What is that?
Not forgiving in the least. Do you see? Mrs. Gross stairs, they're brutal on the knees. But I don't have any issues.
Gorgeous. It is. It's a great, good place, and heaven for the children.
But mine
Great, good
stairs,
place.
they're brutal on the knees. And this is where our parents used to live. You don't go in there anymore. We don't.
So Miss Gross is Hannah. Okay. Flora, Miles, Hannah. And Danny. Okay. I used to have a jean jacket just like that. Oh, hello.
Oh! I'm sorry. May I come in?
Yes, of course. Perhaps knock from now on?
Let's start with the creepiness extra early.
Thank you.
Yeah, lock that door.
Oh, wait, you're not gonna eat?
Yeah. I'll have it later.
Okay.
I'll give you some pointers.
What?
It really is very silly, isn't it?
Yes, you're a very silly girl.
Where did you get that?
Where did you get that?
Miles gave it to me.
He shouldn't have done that.
Why not?
Because it doesn't belong to you.
Who does it belong to?
Who does it belong to?
Miss Jessel,
Who's that?
the other one. Before you.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I was wrong. It's actually fine.
Oh, I think Miss Jessel just gave you permission to wear her hair clip. Oh, God. What the heck is that? Okay, she's got her own personal demons.